Hi, hello everyone. Good morning to one and all. This is your Vignesh. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And today, without any delay, let's start our class 3 of physics. That is a very classic level of problems and solutions regarding some particular problems related to motion. And here we comes to some new concepts also, relative motion. We'll cover those concepts in the problems as well. And these problems are going to be very much intense and interesting as well, and these will be especially helpful in your JEE advanced, not in MSET and not in mains also. Mostly I am repeating again, these problems are really important and you can focus them when you are preparing for your JEE advanced examination, students. Okay, please concentrate. Okay, let's start without any delay. Date is 2nd November. Physics motions. So our class 3. Okay, our first question here is, these are all important for advanced. I'm already mentioning once again. Okay, first question is, there is a particle moving on a circle, particle A moving on a circle with center C, which is having a radius of r from point A to point B, making an angle of theta, and is asking to find the distance covered by that object. Is asking to find distance covered by the object as well as displacement of that object. That means here we have to find two parameters. One is distance and one is displacement. Here now in the previous problems we have seen linear distance and linear displacement, right? Here we have to see circular distance and circular displacement. Here from point A to B, the path is this one, the original path is this one. Let this be our L. Okay, the path traveled by the body, original path traveled by the body be let it be L. The original path traveled by the body, let it be as L. So for distance we know arc length is equals to radius into theta. Theta is the angle covered between the two ends of the arc. So here radius is r and theta is theta. Okay, so L is equal to r theta, that means our distance is r theta. But what about displacement, sir? Displacement you can't get it directly, you have to go to little bit of geometry here. That is, you have to join this AB with a straight line. Let it be a chord. Now it becomes a chord. Now AB is the shortest distance, right? AB becomes the displacement. Okay, and you draw a perpendicular from this point C and make it as 90 degrees and mark this point as D. Okay, capital D. If you observe in triangle CAD, it is right angle triangle. So by Pythagoras theorem, we know hypotenuse square is equal to adjacent square plus opposite square, right? Here there is an angle theta, and from sin theta you can get by opposite by hypotenuse. That is, opposite is our L by our whatever AB by 2, you can tell it is exactly perpendicular bisector, students. It is perpendicular bisector. If this is AB, this part becomes our AD becomes AB by 2 by hypotenuse becomes AC. AC is R again. Okay, either you can use Pythagoras theorem or you can go for sin theta directly, because here our given variables are theta and radius, no? So I am going for sin theta. Whereas if they give some perpendicular bisector length, you can go for Pythagoras theorem also. Okay, this is AB by 2 by R. That means AB is equals to 2R sin. This is not theta, students. This is theta by 2. Okay, because here the angle is also getting bisected. This angle becomes theta by 2. Okay, theta by 2 90 and some other angle at A. So sin theta by 2 is equal to AB by 2 by R. So AB is equal to 2r sin theta by 2. AB by 2 is equal to 2r sin theta by 2. So our displacement becomes 2r sin theta by 2. So this is our distance and this is our displacement. A very classic level of problem, very simple problem. It's really applied a lot of times in JEE mains and JEE advanced as well in many questions. So this will be very much useful to solve very big problems. In that, this is a part, it will be very applicable. So please note it down very carefully. For distance, you have to measure the arc length. L is equal to r theta formula is applicable. For displacement, you have to go to geometry, make a right angle triangle over there and make a theta by 2 angle here and get the value of this AB by 2, and from there you get the value of AB, that is nothing but displacement 2r sin theta by 2. Please note it down, take a screenshot of it. So our second question is also very classic level of problem, a very simple problem, but there is a lot of logic involved here. Please look carefully. Our second question is, there is a cuboid, okay, cuboid body, and there is an ant at one end of the corner of a face and it has to travel to the corner of the diagonal, other end of the corner of the diagonal, it has to go. What is the minimum distance he is asking that the ant can travel? Now for this problem, don't tell me that sir, minimum distance would be the displacement here. Okay, it's displacement only, but the displacement won't be within the body. That means don't tell me that within the body the diagonal length is root 3a. No sir, if the square length is like side of a cube is a. So don't tell me it's root 3a. It's not root 3a. It's not going to traverse into the body. Or don't tell me it has to travel to one of the face. It is root 2a plus again it has to travel a, root 2a plus a. Root 2a plus a is also wrong and root 3a is also wrong. So thing is, apply logic here. With this cube, I'll apply some logic here. So this a, I can draw this side, right? That cube and whatever the face is there to the right hand side. Now this is one of the face of the cube, let's say. This is the other face. Now this face I am opening like this. That means to say these are the two faces, right? This face I am opening like this. This face I am opening like this. So this also becomes A, this also becomes A. It has to travel here. This is the question. And A has to travel from this point to this point. From point A to point B, let's say. And has to travel from point A to point B. Now this distance you have to measure. That becomes your minimum distance. Got it? There is a simple geometrical application here. You have to observe that cuboid body, the cube body in such a way that when you open the other end, then it can go directly and that becomes your shortest length. And this is A and this is A. This becomes A. Then this hypotenuse becomes root over 2a whole square plus a square. That becomes root 5a. So answer is root 5a. It's not root 3a or root 2a plus a. Okay. Please note it down, students. It's a very simple problem, but lot of logic involved here. So you have to open this way and then solve the problem. Okay. Please note it down. Any kind of problem, mention in the comment box. Take a screenshot of it. Okay. I hope you all clear with this problem. And next comes a very classic level of problem. A very pretty logical as well as a lot of times it was asked in the previous JEE Mains examination also. There is a drunken fellow, and he is moving from a point A forward, that means in some particular direction, and he takes 1 meter a step in 1 second. In every 1 second he takes a 1 meter step, and he moves forward 5 steps and backward 3 steps continuously. He moves 5 steps forward and 3 steps backward continuously, and there is a pit kept at 30 meters distance from here, from the point where he started. There is a pit. Now he is asking at what time he may fall in that pit. That means how many steps he covered in that in this way, or in what time he stepped into the pit. This was the question. In general, don't solve like distance is equal to speed into time. Directly don't take distance and velocity. You don't take like that. Okay. Now see here. Now for first 5 seconds, he's taking 5 steps forward and 3 steps backward. Okay. So his displacement becomes 2 steps forward. Okay. That means he covered 2 meters. He is at here now, 2 meters. Okay. After 5 seconds, no, again 3 seconds. 5 seconds plus 3 seconds. After first 5 seconds, he traveled 5 meters and came back 3 meters, and he is landing at 2 meters now. It is 2 meters from his starting point, and the total displacement is 2 meters, and total steps taken by his is 8 steps. Okay. Total distance covered is 8 steps. Okay. But displacement we are talking is only 2 steps. That means he covered only 2 meters in 8 seconds. In first 8 seconds, he covered only 2 meters. Again, same way, in second 8 meters, in second 8 seconds, he travels 2 more meters. In third 8 seconds, he travels 2 more meters. Listen carefully, there is a logic here. In fourth 8 seconds, he covers 2 more meters. Till here to here 2 meters, 4 meters, and 6 meters, 8 meters. Till here to here it is 8 meters, right? Now look it here. Now don't tell me that in next 8 seconds he will travel again 2 more meters. Don't tell here. Now after traveling 5 steps forward and 3 steps backward at every point of 2 seconds, he has to travel again 5 steps forward, right? Now already he traveled 8 meters. Now he has to travel 5 more meters. 5 more meters forward, and that is equal to 13 meters. 8 meters plus 5 meters, that is equal to 13 meters. And he fell into the pit. He will fall down into the pit. So after covering this 8 meters and 5 more meters, he fell down into pit. So what is the time taken covered by this 5 meters? That is 5 seconds. Okay, what is the time covered by drunken fellow to cover this 8 meters is 8 seconds plus 8 seconds plus 8 seconds. As how many times? 8. So 8 4s are 32. 8 into 4 is 32 seconds plus 5 seconds is equal to 37 seconds. So he takes 37 seconds to fall into the pit by traveling 5 steps forward and 2 steps backward by covering 1 meter with 1 step in 1 second. Okay, this is a very classic level of problem. If you have any kind of queries or problems, any doubt, you can please mention in the comment box. I would love to solve it. Please note it down, take a screenshot of it, understand it well. If you want one more time explanation also, please mention in the comment box. I would love to explain in the next coming video. Okay, please take a screenshot. Okay, I hope you understood this problem very clearly. And next, here comes our last problem, our fourth problem. It's a very good question, I mean to say, asked in our one of the previous JEE advanced questions. So our fourth question is, there are 2 stations separated by a distance of 50 kilometers, and there are 2 trains, train A and train B, are traveling towards each other with a speed of 25 km per hour. In the opposite direction. That means they are traveling towards each other, and there is a bird over the train A, that is, let's say R is a bird, and it is also traveling from train A to train B at a speed of 100 km per hour. Okay. Now what the bird is doing is, when 2 trains are traveling towards each other, the bird on train A is traveling with a 100 km per hour velocity and just touching the train B, and the moment it touches the train B with the same velocity, again it is touching the train A, again then train B, again train B. So it is continuing this game, whatever it's we can say, it is continuing this process till both the trains meet each other. Okay, till both the trains meet each other, the bird is going to do the same way. That means the bird first it's meeting some point train B, and the bird is meeting some point here. Again it will meet the train A at some point here. Again it will meet some point here. So like this, till both the trains meet. Till both the trains meet, the bird is traveling in we can say to and fro motion we can say. So how much distance traveled by the bird is the question. How much distance the bird traveled? Distance traveled by the bird is the question. Okay. I hope it's clearly visible and I am audible as well. So we already know how to find the distance traveled. He's asking distance, not asking about displacement. Displacement is again it's a very difficult thing because finally at what position it is reaching means directly it's this point we can say. So displacement will be simple. It's that simple. You need not ask this question. Okay. He's asking distance traveled by the bird. Here there are two methods. One is very tough method and very easy method. The tough method deals with first you have to find the distance traveled by the bird from this point to this point, then here. All distances we have to add. For adding this, it takes a lot of time and lot of work also, calculation also. If there goes any small mistakes also, the whole sum will get wrong. The easy method is what? Is a logical method. Please think about right. Now both trains meet at the midpoint, right? How can you say sir at midpoint? They can't meet at another point because both stations are starting, both trains are starting from the stations at same time and with same velocity 25 and 25. So relative speed will be 50. That means now train A is moving this side, train B is moving this side with same speed 25 and 25. So relative speed will be added. Relative speed is always positive if both the objects are moving in opposite direction, and it is negative. That means you have to subtract. You should take the difference from the higher one minus lower ones or lower one minus higher ones. If they are traveling in the same direction, that means you and another body are traveling same direction. That means the one particular person is moving just beside you in your particular direction with the speed of 40 and you are moving with the speed of 30, then the relative speed between both of you will be 10 kilometers. How 10 means 40 minus 30 or 30 minus 40, whatever it is, the absolute value is 10. The relative speed will be 10 km per hour. But the thing is, both are waiting in opposite direction, it will be 40 plus 30, that means 40 plus 30 is 70 km per hour. So you understood, relative speed will be added. For understanding you this one in a better level, I can give you one practical example. That is like when you are going in a train with some speed, in the side by track there is another super fast express coming in the opposite direction. So you feel it is moving with much more speed. How do you feel such means? It is a relative speed. Maybe you are moving at 60 speed and that is moving at 90 speed. You feel it as 150 speed. How 150 means 60 plus 90. The relative, because you are going in this particular direction. The train is coming in the opposite direction. So you are feeling more speed. And in same direction you feel the less speed. Because relative to you, how much more it is moving, that is only the relative speed of you. Okay. Now look at this problem. So relative velocity equal to 25 plus 25, that is equal to 50. 50 km per hour. Now what is the distance? Total distance between them is 50 kilometers. So the time taken by the two trains to meet, by the trains I am taking, two trains to meet is distance by speed, right? 50 kilometers by 50 km per hour is 1 hour. Sir, instead of telling this relative speed, can you tell some other method? Yes, I can tell some other method also. How is that means? Initial points are this. The final point is this one, right? At the midpoint they will meet. Because with equal speed they will come in equal time interval. They will travel equal distance and they will meet here. That means both of the trains will travel 25 kilometers and 25 kilometers, right? Yes. Now train A with the 25 km per hour speed, how much time it can reach 25 kilometers of distance? It takes 1 hour because 25 by 25 again 1 hour. So for this 1 hour, both are traveling simultaneously. So in 1 hour they reach this point, and bird also reach this point in 1 hour. So time taken by bird also 1 hour, and distance traveled is equal to speed into time, right? What is the speed of the bird? It is 100 km per hour, and time is 1 hour. So it is 100 kilometers. The bird travels 100 kilometers in this journey. Got it? Generally its speed should be more when compared to the train. Then only it can move this forward and backward directions till the both trains meet in some n number of times. We don't know how many number of times, but the total distance traveled by the bird would be 100 kilometers. Okay? Got it? Any kind of queries, any kind of doubts, please mention in the comment box. I'll solve and send you the answer personally also if you want. Okay, I'll make some other video of next upcoming sessions. Please note it down, take a screenshot of it. And I hope you all enjoyed this session and loved the problems as well and the solutions. And if any queries or any doubts, see, making mistakes is a hobby of everyone, but recorrecting them should be an addiction. Got it? So please make some mistakes, it's okay, but try to recorrect your mistakes then and there itself and practice them well so that you never repeat your mistakes. Okay? Got it? And what is the last line of our session? It's nothing but like, comment, share and subscribe my channel, and for more updates please click on the bell icon. Yours Vignesh, signing off.